Welcome back, guys. I'm Valen.
And I'm Theo.
And today we'll be watching Baby Monster Like That exclusive performance video. So we heard this song for the first time ever on Patreon on the TMEA?
Something like that.
2024.
I think it was the 10-cent music awards.
Those. And it was so good. We really like it. I was like, what? What is this song? We really like it. Apparently, by some of the comments on Patreon, they told us that it was gifted to Baby Monster by Charlie Puth.
Ooh.
So what is happening right there? But we really like the song.
For sure.
And we're here to check the exclusive performance video. So
yes.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Sadly, it doesn't really have a music video, but this is as close as we're going to get.
This is a music video.
It's almost like, kind of like Billionaire, which is another song that we really loved. But before we begin, make sure to like the video if you enjoy our content and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of us. And last, but certainly not least, we already have a bunch of Baby Monster content over on Patreon, and there's basically every single week new Baby Monster content coming out over on Patreon. And we also have so much more K-pop content over on Patreon as well from so many more cool groups within the K-pop industry. We have variety content over on Patreon, album reaction and reviews, funny moments, concert performances, live performances, studio tunes, It's Lives, encores, interviews, relay dances, and so much more K-pop content is also available over on Patreon. And there's basically every single day at least 2 pieces of K-pop content coming out over on Patreon. So if that's something you want to check out, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. That's also the best way to support the channel, because we wouldn't be able to make any of these videos without all of our amazing supporters over on Patreon.
Yes.
And if nothing else,
let's do it.
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
I'm already ready.
Yeah.
Like that. And would you like that?
I see that look upon your face. Something my mind cannot embrace. If I keep staring, then I might have. Might have to start to walk your way. I wanna hear what you would say. You got high standards, and I do too. Cause all those girls know what you need. But I know the way to make sure you never leave. If I come close, baby, would you like that? If I give some, would you give it right back? If I show you that I know where it's at, baby, would you like that? Baby, would you like that? Say you want love, boy, know what that means. Make it feel way better than in your dreams. If I show you that I know where it's at, baby, would you like that? Baby, would you like that? Yeah, it's like that.
What I kind of want to describe this whole song as is essentially like a late 90s, kind of early 2000s West Coast R&B record.
Yeah, true.
That's the vibe I'm getting.
That's the vibe.
You know, like a bunch of artists from that time had a sound that was somewhat similar to this, with the same kind of synthesizers, chord progressions, and general vibe. And that also fits Baby Monster. I mean, they are a group that has a lot of also hip-hop and R&B influences. YG is a label that's always had a lot of influences from that whole industry and genres, what have you. So that makes sense. I really like it.
It's such a
cool.
good song.
It's kind of like Billionaire.
Yeah,
again, it
exactly.
has
It's a great B-side. And it has a similar vibe. Yeah.
It does. Again, with those types of influences, which is something I've always loved. I always loved that sound.
Same.
Boy, know what that means. Make it feel way better than in your dreams. If I show you that I know where it's at, baby, would you like that? Baby, would you like that?
Yeah, it's like that. How you running right back? Now you're on the right track. Queen Nate. I be thinking way too much on you to let it go. You be running through my mind, I'ma let it show.
See nobody stepping up to me and saying nothing when I'm calling. You be running out of I would never frontin'. Yeah, we're on it, but we're starting on and on and on and on and to the top, baby boy, we be rolling. Cause all those girls know what you need. The way to make sure you never leave. If I come close, baby, would you like that? If I give some, would you give it right back?
Honestly, it's the most seductive song in terms of lyrics I've ever heard from Baby Monster.
And it was made by an American, so
there you go.
It makes sense.
But they approved of the lyrics, though.
Yeah.
Baby, would you like that? Baby, would you like that? In my arms, in my arms,
there's like a bunch of elements that I love.
The last part of this whole song is above, bro.
Everything in this song I really like. I love the little kind of flute synthesizer that is essentially playing the chorus melody throughout the whole song with like throughout the whole song, essentially that's in the back.
True.
And when they then also start singing that in the chorus, it almost adds a level of release. You get me? Because that tension has kind of been building with that element in the back.
That's very smart.
Apart from that, I also really like this like guitar kind of harp sounding plug that plays here with the actual just chorus like drum.
Yeah. Yes, true.
That also sounds really cool.
That's another element.
And it's being used, sparingly, but it like elevates those little parts.
It does.
Yeah.
It's small but perfectly done.
And then there's just this really, again, like I want to call it like just like late 90s, kind of early 2000s kind of R&B West Coast sort of percussion, kind of bouncy, not super bouncy, but it has like a certain bounce and vibe to it.
Yeah.
And I think
it's
that
like
goes
the
hard.
Perfect vibe. I
Yeah,
really
man,
like
it is a really cool vibe.
It's yeah.
Oh yeah, and this little scratch here.
Yeah.
Like a disc.
True.
Yeah. Like, it's actually being used a lot. As a little fill.
But I know the way to make sure you never leave.
Ooh, the
If I come
guitar.
close, baby, would you like that? If I give some, would you give it right back? If I show you that I know where it's at, baby, would you like that? Baby, would you like that? Say you won't love, boy, you know what that means. Make you feel way better than you
With alien vocals.
show you that I know where it's at, baby, would you like that? Baby, would you like that? If I come close, baby, would you like that? If I give some, would you give it right back? If I show you that I know where it's at, baby, would you like that? Baby, would you like that? Say you won't love, boy, I know what that means. Make you feel way better than in your dreams. If I show you that I know where it's at, baby, would you like that? Baby, would you like that?
Bob.
Very cool.
Really awesome. Damn.
Very cool. Baby Monster with a bit of a monster B-side right here.
Look,
Super cool
I get why BABYMONSTER have all this fame. Really. Really, their songs are very good. They are. And even like the biggest ones are like our least favorites in a way.
Yeah.
Like Shish and
I don't catch myself
Batter Up.
listening too much to...
I listened to it a lot when it first came out, but I don't listen to them anymore that much.
I like the outros of those songs.
Yeah, the outros
those are like my
so
favorite
hard.
parts of both songs.
But like the latest, like ever since we actually got into BABYMONSTER more and more, and we started reacting more on Patreon.
Yeah.
We've really been like getting a lot of love for these girls.
To be totally real with you, like the songs I've listened to the most are Drip, Billionaire, and Like That. Those are like the songs I've been listening to the most.
Yeah. For
And
me,
those
it's Woke Up in Tokyo, Billionaire, Drip, Forever, and Now
Up in
Like
Tokyo's
That.
fun.
And
Yeah.
Now Like That. It's so good.
Definitely.
Really, they have bops, man. They really do.
Definitely.
They really do.
I mean, she's just a cool song.
Yeah.
It's just like, I totally get why it got the popularity it did. It's kind of like quite Blackpink coded, I almost want to say.
Yeah,
you know, when
it
people have been
started hitting.
starving for that kind of like girl crush song for a while, especially from YG, a young girl group, what have you, I totally get it. But when it comes to what I listen to personally, yeah, this is a little bit more me.
Yeah, same.
To
This is more
be
me.
real, and I really think it's cool because I mean they have amazing vocals, they're super
do.
talented.
They're so charismatic.
And they
really
are, and it's just cool to like follow someone's journey from the beginning in this one.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They're so young.
They are,
It's so
man.
cute. I love these girls.
They are.
Really.
I thought it was a really cool song.
Awesome song.
Everybody, obviously, I mean, we got Rami and also Ehyon providing great vocal runs throughout it, and just in general,
yeah.
I like it. They did an awesome job.
Awesome job.
It kind of feels like a music video to me.
Yeah, it is.
Exclusive performance video. You're just flexing on me at that point. I like what the heck? This is a music video.
This is a flex.
This is a music video.
It is.
Really cool song. Nonetheless, everyone, like the video if you enjoy our content. Comment down below what you thought about our reaction. And last but not least, make sure to head on over to Patreon and check out all our BABYMONSTER content over there.
Yes.
There's basically every single week new BABYMONSTER content coming out over on Patreon. So if that's something you want to check out, then make sure to head on over to Patreon. And if nothing else, would you like that? Would you like that? Dun, 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 dun. I know what that means. I forgot the lyrics, but it's a really cool song, and that means you see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Take care.